But very truly, I tell you, it is for your good that I'm going away. Unless I go away, the advocate will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin and righteousness and judgment. About sin, because people do not believe in me. About righteousness, because I am going to the Father, where you can see me no longer. And about judgment, because the prince of this world now stands condemned. Okay, guys, so we are continuing. We started last week, so we are continuing. We are asking, since you are busy with that sin, you are busy having sex with your boyfriend or your girlfriend outside marriage, and you're telling me, oh, but it's difficult, I'm old now. Jesus was 35, so you don't have an excuse. I'm sorry if you think that you've got an excuse to continue fornicating just because you're telling me that you are old. You see, guys, there's something you should understand. From the age of 0, meaning the age you are born, right up maybe to the age of 12, at that time you are in love with your parents. At that time you are in love maybe with your siblings, your family members, your friends, your school teachers. But when you get to that age, 13, which is why it's called teens, it's preparing you to now have different feelings that you don't understand. We call it hormone changes. Our hormones are changing, and that's the age, guys, that I really fear. The age that I really fear. And I've got a nephew, I live with him, and his hormones are changing. And things are happening. Things are happening, and I sit and I'm like, damn, how on earth am I going to tackle this? Because I can't shout at him. Now when he goes to the shop, he wants to look at himself in the mirror. And when I buy him clothes, he looks at them very well, and you can see that he's taking a particular interest in something that I sit and I'm like, he can't even control. Why? Hormonal change. His hormones are changing, and he's getting feelings that he never felt before. Sometimes I talk with him, guys. I'm very good with talking with kids, but he says, you mean sometimes? You nice sometimes, when I want to discuss certain things with him and explain such things to him, I become nice because I want him to trust me. Because if he goes to his friends who also are experiencing this hormonal change and not recently, guys, and not necessarily understanding what is going on, they might take him to the wrong route. So if he hears from me, that one is better. You know what I mean? So I'm also trying to get this trust between me and him. I know that he's going to be doing a lot of things away from me, hiding it from me, meaning destroying himself from me. And he's gonna be destroying himself, believe me when I tell you, guys, because this is the age where we start destroying ourselves. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is, because our hormones are changing and we don't understand, and we call it nature. It's that nature, but it's nature, and all of us are like that. Been there, done that. Maybe I'm no longer a teenager. It's a very confusing stage, but this is where things happen, because we no longer play with dolls. We no longer play, watch cartoons. We start playing with sex. Guys, we start playing with sex. And I always say that with this generation, shame, it's really really hard, because for them, I remember in my generation, when you don't sleep with boys, it was said that you were a good girl. Nowadays, when you sleep with boys, you know what they say? Wow, you are desirable. So these children, they start having sex at that age, because TV is also not helping, because we see fashion, people who are actually advertising fashion, as if like we must wear like prostitute, and that is fashion. So television is not helping at all. And we see this boyfriend and girlfriend thing as if it's a blessing, and they are destroyed at a very early age, you understand, and their hormones are changing. Like, what, guys? Ain't nothing we can do about it. But at that age, guys, in short, at that age, things start happen. And we no longer playing with dolls and watch cartoons. We start playing with sex. You understand? And back in the days, guys, you as a girl, you will start having sex after age 21, because your parents will tell you that, oh, you will be called a slut, you will be called this and that, and we were scared at that time. Nowadays you are desirable. Ah, guys, what a pity, what a pity. Well, it is what it is, and nothing anyone can do about it, so now, getting back to this particular podcast, I'm not necessarily speaking about what is happening today, guys. We live in an age where sin is non-existing. We've got Bibles, but sin is the knowledge of sin is non-existing. It is what it is, and nothing anyone can do about it. But here, Jesus, this is a guy who was able to control himself, and he never really engaged in sexual activities. Oh, guys, I look at that man and I'm like, this dude is gonna kill me, because this dude is able to control himself. You understand? We are told that, oh no, now you are old, you can start having sex, and people are living like dogs, having sex left, right, and center, and we are told that's because they are old. Yet you look at Jesus, he's controlling himself, he's not doing it, and that is what Christians, guys, that is what Christianity is all about. Christianity, guys, is about controlling oneself. I don't know if you get this, because in the world, when you do, they say, oh, you old, you can do it. Yet when it comes to Christianity, when you're controlling yourself, that is being matured. Guys, it's just unfortunate that the world and the kingdom of heaven are just two different realms. And also the lifestyles are different. Guys, here what I want to speak about is the fact that Jesus was able to control himself, you understand? And we keep saying that we are old, we cannot not do these things. Yet we look at Paul, we look at Peter, we look at James. These are the guys who did not engage themselves in such things. Because why? They were matured. Maturing is not the number of years you've been going to church. Maturing is not the size of your body. Nowadays, we go to our gyms and we're becoming stronger physically, and we are told that we are matured. And I'm like, what the heck? What are you talking about? Being matured is to be able to control yourself. That's what being matured is all about. That's what, nothing else. And guys, I usually get my teachings from the kingdom of heaven. I don't care about this nonsensical world. That's what maturity is all about. When you are able to control yourself and you're becoming less worldly. And Jesus taught us. That's why Paul, Peter, James, all of them were like that. And Jesus says, you will go and you will testify about me because you saw me, and the Holy Spirit will be in you and will testify. And Jesus was saying that because you saw me, you will be talking about something that you know, something that you've got proof of. You understand? And they testified about Jesus, and they turned the world upside down. You understand? And they actually told us what sin is. So here we're looking at sin from Jesus, from the kingdom of heaven's point of view, not according to the world. Guys, the rules of engagement aren't the same. We've spoken so much about that. You understand that right now. What the world may deem good, the kingdom of heaven wouldn't or doesn't. You understand? So here, Jesus is saying that when he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin. Because people do not believe in me. Now, there is sin according to the world. There is sin according to the kingdom of heaven. I mean, guys, nowadays, you find people saying, I've got a boyfriend, I've got a girlfriend, as if like it's a blessing. I mean, hello, you just get out and come back with a boyfriend. It's not even magical. You don't even need magic to get it. You go outside and boys hiss, and you come back with a boyfriend if you want to. It's not even a blessing. I don't understand why the world is so foolish like this. You squat a camp with your boyfriend, you live with your boyfriend. Girls, they think that, oh, he's coming today, he's coming for commitment. He's giving you a key to his house. He's actually asking you to have sex with him free of charge, FOC, and you saying it's a commitment. Oh, guys, what a foolish world we live in. Well, it is what it is, guys, and nothing anyone can do about it. Now, what we're talking about here is that the rules of engagement are not the same. What is sin according to the kingdom of heaven might not be sin according to the to the world, guys. And here, having a boyfriend and having sex with them is not sin, but according to the kingdom of heaven, it is sin. Now, my question is, you're busy having sex with your boyfriend and your girlfriend. Where is Jesus? Because if you are saved, if you are born again, you have Jesus through the Holy Spirit living in you, because Daddy and Jesus are living in heaven, but you are here on earth. And if you claim that you are in them, meaning you have Jesus, why? Why doesn't Jesus reprimand you through the Holy Spirit? You're busy in that act. You're telling me that Jesus is also in that act. You're joking, right? You are a pastor. You are found committing this act. You are found on the act, in the act, actually. And you're telling me that you've got the Holy Spirit. Where was he when you were busy fornicating? No, I'm asking, you are married and you are a pastor. You're busy preaching their riches, earthly blessings and prosperity, and you are caught having sex outside marriage. Where was the Holy Spirit? Let me tell you, you don't have the Holy Spirit. He's not there. That's why you were busy, because the Holy Spirit reprimand. He says when he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin because people do not believe in me. In other words, Jesus is saying that the Holy Spirit will actually reprimand you before. He will show you, he will tell you of temptations, and then you will fight. You're busy with sex. You're busy. Where was he? Outside marriage, where was he? And guys, you find these people who are married, who go to church and they will tell you that, oh, they are married. Let me tell you something. They did not stop having sex before getting married. They were busy. Because they don't care about Jesus. Believe me. Now, because they are married, they are acting as if they did not. Believe me when I tell you. They were busy with it. They never stopped. And I'm asking, where was Jesus? When you were busy in that act outside marriage, where was Jesus? Guys, we are told not to love money. These nonsensical pastors are busy preaching riches, earthly blessings. Where is Jesus? Why doesn't Jesus reprimand them? If they are born again, if they have Jesus, where is Jesus? Guys, no one is perfect here on earth. But when the Holy Spirit is in you, his job is to reprimand you. When he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin because people do not believe in me. Now, we are talking about people who belong to the kingdom of heaven. They sin according to the kingdom of heaven. That's why Jesus said, because they do not believe in me. In other words, they sin according to the kingdom of heaven. Now you're busy having sex with your boyfriend or your girlfriend outside marriage and you're telling me about age. Nonsense. Rubbish. Nonsense. You tell me about guys, that is an excuse. Jesus didn't. Guys, the very same commands that he expects us to obey are the commands that he obeyed himself. Guys, are the commands that he obeyed himself. You understand? Peter, Paul, all of them, James, John, all of them. You know what I mean? And now we are busy doing these things. We're doing our own will. We're loving money. We are told, do not love money. Pastors are busy preaching about, guys, preaching earthly blessings, preaching riches. And I'm like, where is Jesus? Guys, if Jesus was there, pastors wouldn't. They wouldn't. The mere fact that a pastor is busy preaching riches, it means Jesus is not there. Because if Jesus was there, he will reprimand. Because he says, when he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin. Because people do not believe in me. In other words, the Holy Spirit will reprimand that you are wrong. He will take you as his command and remind you, where is the Holy Spirit? Where was the Holy Spirit? Until next, guys.